Good morning there. Well, we've got plenty to talk about. I've got 11 maps coming up to cover. Let's look at the last 7-day period where there was one main thunderstorm chance. It was Monday. Earlier in the week, there was a southerly change pushing up the eastern side of the South Island. Were there thunderstorms? Yes, there were. Mainly about sort of alpine regions, sort of inland Canterbury, inland from the west coast, mountainous regions there, and then into North Canterbury. I have to give credit to the team at Met Service that picked that trajectory pretty accurately, so well done. And then there were thunderstorms about the lower North Island eventually as the change moved in there. That rain was very welcome for Canterbury as it is starting to get a bit dry. Then there was a little bit of lightning, I believe, around Auckland, Northland also. That worked out too. Let's move forward to 222 this afternoon, where we've got this massive big broad area of low pressure, a complex low pressure system because there is multiple centres. I do like these situations for thunderstorms. It usually means they could develop. Okay, so this is this morning, actually 10 a.m. We've got that front right there. Now, the Coromandel, Great Barrier Island, and then Bay of Plenty, you'll be getting some heavy rain moving in there this morning. There could be some flooding issues to do with that rain. Eventually, that front slides to the east, and then it's East Cape. It's your turn. The western side of East Cape especially. Eastern Bay of Plenty. Get my bearings correct. That'll move in there into the afternoon. There could be a few embedded thunderstorms in that heavy rain, but the risk does evolve into this afternoon. Because there's that little front there, okay, you can see it there now, but in behind it, this rain here brews up in the afternoon. Why? As in the words of Bobby Boucher, the water boy, why? It's because there is good surface moisture, there is a good conditions like temperature-wise, and there is some coolish upper air, so that leads to a thunderstorm risk this afternoon, certainly. South of about Auckland, but really the Waikato Bay of Plenty, that's going to be the main focus, and the central North Island area. Now, there are very strong winds in the atmosphere. Also, that almost, it leads to the chance that there could be a few vortexy situations, maybe even a small tornado or two. Once again, Met Service have mentioned this in their outlook, so something to keep an eye on there. The South Island, you've also got a chance this afternoon, mainly about the sort of northwestern corner and then inland, mid-inland South Canterbury. The risk is not as great as up here, but there is still a chance of something thundery. Then we've got a trough right there. That's going to move in this evening to Taranaki, and that brings a chance of thunderstorms right there. We can see those showers there still. That's from this afternoon's activity, which is going to brew up, and then there's our front there, as it slid eastwards from this morning, still delivering heavy rain into East Cape. The South Island, once again, that northwestern corner, inland, mid-inland South Canterbury, still could be a little bit of a thundery activity, but that will gradually ease into this evening. Okay, let's move forward. On to Sunday, where things calm down a little bit, but there are still thunder chances here. The North Island, central North Island, inland Bay of Plenty, Waikato perhaps, could be a little bit of thundery activity into the afternoon. And then also inland mid-Canterbury, down into sort of like eastern Otago, perhaps even into Southland. You could get a few thunderstorms there brewing up in the afternoon. Then there is this here, a cold pool of air marked by a trough. That's going to push on to the upper North Island into the evening, delivering a few heavy showers. Could be thunder in there. And then we can see those showers there for the South Island, due to like Canterbury down into Southland, where they've developed and brought a few heavy showers. Okay, here is a Monday into the afternoon where there is another thunder chance, inland Canterbury. Perhaps into inland parts of North Otago. Could get a thunderstorm or two. There are a few unstable showers for northwestland Bulla also into the afternoon, but the instability is going to be capped a little bit, so clouds are going to grow up, hit a bit of an inversion layer, and no thunderstorms are really going to result, I believe. But there still could be a few heavy isolated showers develop there for sort of Bulla and at northwestland. A few isolated showers there for the western North Island too, but no thunderstorms, I would say. Let's move around because there's a low pressure system right there in the Tasman Sea, southeast of Australia, and a front that's going to move in. Here we go, Tuesday, Christmas Eve, that's going to push up the South Island, very deep, 976, As that rain pushes up the west coast there could be a few embedded thunderstorms, but the risk really picks up once that front reaches the North Island. There we go, Christmas Day. 1 p.m. So there's the front there, it's reaching the western side of the North Island. Could be a thunderstorm or two there. Keep in mind while I'm saying all this that, you know, the further we go out in time, take these forecasts with a little bit of a grain of salt, hopefully a biggish grain of salt, but yeah, as time goes on, the risk of these events actually transpiring sort of, you know, it can change up a bit, we'll put it that way. Okay, so that front reaches the western side of the North Island, could be a few thunderstorms there as that moves through. The northwestern corner of the South Island could be a little bit of thundery activity there also, but the main risk is up there. Now, note, east and South Island, you are dry, but into sort of like the course of the afternoon, and this is now 7 p.m, we've got showers there appearing because there is going to be a southerly change work its way up the east coast there during the course of the afternoon into the evening. So inland, eastern Otago up through to inland Canterbury, and then yeah, late afternoon into the evening, probably more into the evening, the risk is going to move to north of Banks Peninsula, the Kaikoura area especially. There could be thunderstorms, and then here's that front there, could be a few thundery showers in this front also. Generally the east coast I wouldn't expect it as much, but you never know, a few could make it over from the west. Then we've got this low pressure system right there. Let's move to Boxing Day into the morning where that low moves over the upper North Island. There could be a few heavy showers there, maybe some thunder. And then finally, into the afternoon, this area here. Let's go to our next map. There could be a few showers brew up which have the potential to be heavy with thunder naturally. And then the South Island won't leave you out completely. There is a wee front there grazing this southeastern corner. Not really that I'm interested in. It's these showers here, sort of like the west coast, west of the Southern Alps, west of the main divide. These showers here, southwestland up through to Bulla. There could be something thundery there in the afternoon. Risk isn't great, but the chance is there. Mainly those showers there for the North Island. That's where the greatest risk is. Okay, let's turn around because there's a high pressure system right there. As we move into Friday, next weekend, it's looking very settled as that high pressure system moves in. Okay, hope you have a good Christmas and New Year's if we don't see you, but I believe we will. I think we'll catch you again next Saturday morning. Until then, have a good one. We'll catch you next time. Cheers.